Okay, going to come back and try and fix up these tests. So we're on these logger tests. I'm just going to copy this, start a new chat so that we don't completely use up all of our Claude messages. I'm going to paste this in. So we've got set up blah 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 logger tests. So what I do want to ask, so yesterday when we were trying to get some tests written for this, it was getting a little bit confused. So I'm going to say when writing these tests, I only want to test the functionality directly in this file. Therefore, use mocks where appropriate. So basically what we want to do is, if you haven't watched my video yesterday, we've got these utils and then we've got individual util tests. I just want to have tests for each of those utils. Again, these like error messages and stuff and email service, that's being tested in other functionality as well. So I'm just trying to isolate the tests just to be on the util functionality itself. And maybe to we are focused on creating unit tests in this instance rather than integration tests, end-to-end integration tests. I think yesterday, yeah, like we ran the tests for logger and it came back with like just this massive error log originally, and it was like, because it was kind of like going through and testing where logger was used everywhere. That's not what we want to do, obviously. So we'll see if it does something a little bit more effective this time around. We'll run the test and then we can move on to the next step. And yeah, while it's doing this, the reason why we want to do this is I think we're getting to a really good place with our code base. We've separated the logic out for a lot of our functionality. For example, like managing IP whitelist, blacklist, it's all contained within this file, but there still is some functionality that does need to sit globally, and that's in our utils and also our middleware. So if we make a change somewhere, we want to be able to run these tests, just make sure we don't break anything anywhere else. And if we do break something, at least we're aware of it and can fix it. So we'll run this test, see what the results are, and go from there. So obviously all of the tests failed. It really seems to be struggling with testing this functionality. Yesterday, all of the tests failed. They're failing all again today. If you've watched my other videos on testing, normally we get at least half right straight off the bat. We received these errors. Please don't write any code yet. Just explain what is happening. Mock, okay. Okay. Yes, please create revised tests using your recommendation to fix the mocking issues. Okay, copy, we'll paste this in here. I have noticed as well, it's got the wrong file path, so we just need to get rid of that. Save. Run the test again. Still having trouble. We still get these errors. Okay. copy that, paste that. Got to update these files. Pass again, so logger. I would ask Claude just to do this, but A, it probably takes longer, and B, it uses up messages. Save. Run. If this fails, we might switch over to ChatGPT. Still cannot read. Yeah, we stick with that. We have these tests, but are getting these errors. Please explain why. Okay, so update the mock. Okay, let's try option 2 first. So I'll just pull this over here. So updating the code for the mock, Jest mock. It goes down to return mock logger. Save. We'll try that. Still failed for the same reasons. We'll try the other one. Save. Also failed for the same reasons. That's really interesting. I don't know why it's struggling so much to do this. I tried both options and still get this issue. What if we don't mock Winston? What if we don't mock any of the functionality? Oh, actually. What have I done? Okay, that's a mistake on my part. I cut and pasted something into the wrong file. Why have I done that? That's a bit silly. Run the test again. We still get the errors. Let me just go back here. I just want to check loggy tests. So copy. Need to have my Morning Red Bull, because that was a silly mistake. You know this is unedited because I was cutting and pasting the test file into the wrong location. I think I might have also done that yesterday. So should trim. Okay. So I'm going to say I use using this version of tests, but get these. We are getting different error messages. Again, my silly mistake, I was cut and pasting things in the wrong spot, which is really dumb. Sometimes. I've noticed I've done that a couple of times actually when using AI, because you don't think about where you are, you just cut and paste, and not always the best. Just close down those. Come on. Okay, so. See, okay, updates all this, copy, update our tests. Save. Module logger. Can't find module. Missed the // Sorry, I know you can't see. Error stack format is not a function. Okay. Try Claude one more time and then logger.js. Logger starts with, yep. Okay. Copy, paste, and then we go through, update our files again. Alright, save that. We're going to run the test again. Hopefully it passes. If not, we've got to go back to ChatGPT. No. Probably not going to. So it's still saying throwing the same error. Error stack format is not a function. Come here, so Control F, error stack format. Where is it? Still says error stack format is not a function. Here is my logger.js file. I mean, it has it, should know about it. But try again, 5th attempt. Copy. Okay, slightly different error message. Should handle error stack formatting. Cannot read properties or undefined calls. Okay. I know we said we're moving to ChatGPT. I really hope we don't use up all of our messages. Great, that helped. We get these errors. I think we'll be able to test our models with ChatGPT. So we might do that to save some of these messages. Copy. All right. It's learnt the path, which is good. I didn't tell it, kind of figured it out. It's pretty cool. All right, to run this. Oh my god. Why are you failing still? All right, I really want to avoid using. We have this test file for this piece of code. When we run the tests, we get these errors. The test suite expects blah blah blah. Okay. So this needs to be updated. Copy. Jest.mock. Down to the return. Mock format, mock transports. And then so mock Winston. Now let's change it again. Okay, you're just giving me the whole. But it hasn't. Describe environment-based configuration. It should set log level to debug environment. So copy these tests also need to remain. Save. Okay, run again. No. Oh, this is frustrating. Going back to 9 errors. Try that. That's what like when I saw the code that ChatGPT wrote. I saw that it changed that mock quite a lot, and it looked a lot smaller. So I was kind of concerned it had done something wrong with it. Oh my gosh. I think because Winston allows you to customize your logger functionality so much, but maybe that's why it's not quickly identifying the issue. Because everyone can do it slightly differently. So if it's leveraging its knowledge base, and that's based off how other people have done it. Now what? Should be fine. Okay. It's not even getting any of them right. Obviously there's like a main issue that's this is ridiculous. It still doesn't work. Rather than mock the service, can we call our logger.js file? We call the function. Okay, 6 passed, 4 failed, so we're getting somewhere better. Great, that helped. Okay. Should set. Why doesn't it like that? Configure. Verify the transport configuration in logger.js. So in logger.js, was correct. Should configure general file transport. Yep. Okay. Let's run again. Yeah, 3 fail. So all for that transport. So what we're going to do is console.log that here. Right, let's run the test again, and we'll share the console.log. Quite a big console. Oh man, doesn't give me the whole thing. Here's the console.log for logger.transports. We still have these tests fail. Okay. So if we update those tests, so require logger, that's the same. All right, logger configuration stays the same. We're just updating the transport for the configuration, sorry, the describe for the transport configuration ones. So describe transport configuration, save, run that again. No. This is so frustrating. If the transports aren't correctly, right, let's check this file. So transports file log/error.log. Yep, that's all the same. That's right. Log.stream. Okay, so let's try and get those console logs. Yeah. Okay. It's coming back as undefined. This is is it? Error stack. Define replacement should be let's run the test again. Five failed now. This is the console log. We now get these errors. This is extremely frustrating. I think that change to do that. I'm going to call it on those tests. So if we bring up our app, what we can do is we can go util tests. So we've got issues with most of them, which is quite annoying. We know we've got the bug in the email service we need to fix. The health check wasn't working and logger definitely isn't working, so we can't tick that off. I do want to do our models. I'm hoping that we can do this a little bit easier. So if we go ChatGPT, we'll go new chat, and we're going to upload setup. Just going to copy this. You have access to set up. And get rid of this. I now just want you to create tests solely for our user.js model file. Only test. Only using Jest. Only use the only test the functionality in user.js. Do not try test functionality outside this model. All right. Let's try that. So now, I know we've already got a user model test from before, but we've changed a lot of things. So we're going to do new, we're going to do model dash tests, and in here we're going to have where are we? Models user.js. Copy, paste, save. We haven't used ChatGPT to write tests before. Not that I remember. Anyway, models I'm interested to see if this works. Pass through. Five failed. So I think they're all just do it new. Great. So if we look at our user model, what is it not testing? Okay, I had to update the test file too. They all passed, but we only hit 75%. Let's try and work out what we're not testing. Okay, so email. True password. The use email function validates the email format. While you are testing the emails required, you haven't tested whether email format validation works. Use email. Oh, we're not using that though. Let's copy, get rid of that for a sec. Should set default values correctly. Okay, let's add these tests. Branch percentage. Okay. Okay, cool. We'll just add this additional quite a few additional tests. So copy user test. It's going to add this. Going to add this. Going to add this. Going to add this. Save that. Run again. All of them passed. Fantastic. And we're at 100% coverage. Awesome. Great. That worked. Okay. So if we come back here and go user, tick that off as being done. What we're going to do is we're going to delete this old user. It's no longer relevant. Now we're going to test our token model. All right, so chat. Now I want to write Jest tests for this token.js model. So over here, token.test.js. Let's just look at this file quickly. Token. Yeah, so they're all there. I was just checking there wasn't anything that we expect not to be there. That looks all good to me. Copy. Token.test, save. It's just a require, so it's in just up one. Run again. Something failed. One failed. So should expire tokens automatically. Okay, so one second from now. New promise. Let's make this like 4 seconds just to make sure it's not a timing issue. Okay. So this test fails. And we are at 100% coverage. Okay. Simulate expiry. Yeah, let's do this. No, let's check. It might take a while to run. So we are going to have to wait a while. While we do that, let's go here. So token.test.js. We're also going to need to do company.test.js, internal token.test.js, internal user.test.js, IP list.js suspicious activity.test.js. Token. So what is happening here? Timed out. So yeah. So actually, I think this is going to be in our setup. Maybe. No. Okay. We can do it at an individual test level. So replace that, save, run again. We've got to wait another 70 seconds now. So yeah, we'll go through all these. I wanted to check suspicious. Yeah, so it's in IP detection. There's error. Yeah, find one update. So suspicious activity. Yeah, it's just saving the IP region attempts and last attempt. Interesting. Right, getting there. Still need to do our middleware. And then I think what we have to do is we probably have to come back and work on the bugs. So we've got to fix up our email verification, and the health check functionality also has a bug in it, I believe. because if we can fix those up, then we can pass the tests, and then it's just the logger tests that we're going to have issues with. Alright, they all passed. Happy days. So let's go here. Let's tick off token.test, and I'm going to wrap it there. It's the start of my day, so got to go help get the kids off to school, and I can also hear my dog barking outside. So we'll continue with the tests shortly. Catch you in the next one. Okay, in the previous video we did our tests for user and token, so we're going to continue that with ChatGPT, and we're going to go back over here and go to our models, and we're going to go to company this time. So we're going to, obviously there's not too much here for it, so we're going to copy that, and I expect that these tests are just going to hopefully pass straight away. So great, that works. We now have another model that we need to write tests for. Cool. So copy that, and we'll come over here and we will go models, company.test.js. I know we've already got a company test model there, but not test model, test file, but we have changed a few things probably. So we just want to update it, make sure it's correct. Moving forward in the future, instead of rewriting them, we'll obviously get ChatGPT or Claude just to update the tests. But yeah, it's been a while since we looked at those tests, so I'm just interested in trying to get it start from scratch basically. Alrighty. Just quickly looking here, there's nothing that jumps out at me, so let's run that. Okay, so 3 failed. Expected. Should allow adding users to the company. Company path is required. Alright, let's just get we've received these errors. I'm doing this in ChatGPT to save. Yeah, that's just updating to check for Mongo server error. It's fine. So I should enforce unique company name. So we should enforce unique company names. Put that there. That's fine. Alternatively, this error indicates that the user model expects a company field. So if we go to model, user, company, yeah, we do expect that to be populated. Update the tests where the user instance is, okay, yeah, so we weren't linking that in the test file. So it should allow adding users to the company, copy that, come here, this test file, save, and then should not allow duplicate users in the company, copy that, so this test file, paste that, save, and we will run. Okay, what's this? One. Interesting. So our user schema, company pre-schema, so yeah, let's add this pre-hook. copy. So in the user, in the company model, save that. Mongoose.error. We should instead, where do we bring in? Do we have an example of this? So instead of const validation error, utils, error types, and then here we'll go throw new validation error. Yep, throw. Why is that not liking that? I know I've got it wrong. Yeah, throw new. Instead of return, I think we just throw new. Get rid of that. Don't need to call next. What doesn't it still like? That. No. There we go. Alright, and then come back here. Company test. Okay, so updated test. Save, run again. I just realized, we need this probably to be updated. Come on. I adjusted the come on. So test. Why is it taking so long to run? Come on. And I thought this was going to be easy. It's eventually going to time out. Why is isn't it firing? Hurry up. Just wait. because we're not calling next. There we go. Okay, so 2 failed. Should not allow duplicate. Okay. No. Stop. This is where we run into difficulties. Start trying to add code and AI doesn't know, obviously. Middleware, error, middleware, and app error. And error types. Let's try again. One fail. Oh, run again. New. Validation error is not defined. Oh my goodness. Try again. Awesome, all passed, 100, we're good. Okay, so what we can do is close that, and we're gonna delete this old one, so delete. Yep, then we're gonna come over here, go here, can do this, then we're gonna go to our internal token, go copy that, go here, go great, that works. Now write tests for, let's just see, there's no pre-hooks or anything. It should hopefully be straightforward. So in our model test folder, we'll go internal token.test.js, come here, what's this? It's fine, copy this, come here, paste this, internal token is going to be up one. Should allow optional. So I'm just thinking, sorry, I'm just pausing for a second. If we'd have our own custom errors for any of this. I think we're okay because, like, for the example, yeah, we're just doing unit tests on the actual internal token model rather than integration tests. This one here is going to be failing for the same reason as our other token test. If we scroll down here to should expire tokens automatically. So let's just look at this, new. We need to do this line, copy. Oh no. It's doing a different approach. It's manually deleting expired tokens. So let's just say this one doesn't work. Say this test fails. Can we adapt it to use the similar approach we did for our token test files here? Try and get it to do that. Alright, cool. Copy this. Test, paste, save. Let's run it again. Oh, I did think of something. I want to test user again because we changed that company test to not allow duplicates, just in case there's any reason why the user, sorry, we changed the company model to not allow duplicates, just in case there's any reason why the user model would fail. I want to check that next. So we're just going to have to wait 35 or so seconds because that's how long it takes for this, or 65 seconds, I think. And hopefully these tests will pass. Then we've only got internal user, IP list, and suspicious activity to go. Awesome, they all passed. That's great. So as I said, I'm just going to run the user test. While it's doing that, we'll tick off internal token. User models all pass. So internal user. Actually, sorry, I didn't check on the token one. Yeah, 100, 100, 100. Fantastic. All right. Login history. We still have login history. Right, copy this. Come back here. Great. Right. Right. So over here, model tests, new file, internal user. Test.js. Copy. Up one. Save. What do we got? One failed. Internal token is not defined. 179. on the user model, internal user. We don't have const. Run it again. Validate all tokens. What am I doing? Silly mistake. Awesome. So internal token, 100%. Come to here. Oh, sorry. I ticked off the internal token. I meant to tick off that internal user before, but we've done both of those now. Great. Great. That worked. Now write just test for IP. So IP list.test.js. It should be pretty simple, I'd imagine. All right. So what are we doing here, though? Cool. Let's try that. Going too quick. Up one folder. Okay, so this test failed. This test failed. Please explain why. Forced at the database level. Yeah, so we need, at some point, I think we need a catch-all for duplicate key errors. If memory serves me correctly. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud. Memory serves me correctly. When I used to do this, we used to have a catch-all for duplicate key errors so that it doesn't just throw that wonky error, but we haven't set that up. So for now, I think we can just update the test case because it is still throwing an error. So just a different formatted one than what we expected. So replace that, save that. And also this is functionality that we manage, as in admins. IP list. So what's this? Okay, I get this error. Did I miss something? Modify the test. Don't think we need both of those. Awesome, there we go. And we're 100 across the board. IP list, and then one final one, suspicious activity. Great, that works. Now please create Jest tests for. We've managed to avoid using Claude, so at least we haven't used up all of my chat messages. Cool. So in model tests, suspicious. I didn't update the import. Okay, they're all passed, hundreds across the board, fantastic. Come over here, update that, and we've got tests for all of our models. And that also brings me to the end of my lunch break, so I'm going to wrap the video there. Just quickly add middleware tests. We've got to do the middleware tests next so we can get all that up to date. Then we've got to do our bug fixes. But we're getting through it. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hey YouTube, how you going? Welcome to another video. We're going to try and rapid fire through as many of these tests as possible. In the last video, we finished off creating tests for all of our models. And if we look at, I'll pull this up here actually, if we look at this little checklist of tests, you can see that we've got all the model tests working. We did add util tests previously, but a couple are still failing, and I think that's due to bugs. But I'm really keen to finish this off so that we can get back to fixing a couple of bugs and then writing more functionality. So we're focusing in this video on middleware tests. So we've got our auth.test.js we need to create. We've got our authorize.test.js we need to create. We need to create one for error middleware.test.js. We need to create one for IP detection.js, IP whitelist.js, rate limiter.test.js, assemblytize.test.js, and validate request.test.js. So we've got quite a few tests to create. I am hopeful that we can do it in a somewhat quick fashion, which, as you know, when we're talking about testing and AI code, it's never that easy. So what we're going to do is we are going to, first of all, let's start with auth. So I'm going to auth, not internal auth, just auth. Actually, we'll also get rid of authorize. We'll do those two first. So if we just delete those two, I'm just doing this so Claude has the most recent up-to-date file, just to make sure that's what we're working with. So desktop, backend authentication, middleware, auth and authorize. We'll upload those files. We're going to copy and paste this little piece of prompt that I've got, and we're going to ask it to do auth.js wherever possible. We should go on. Yep. So we will hit send on that. While that's thinking, we're going to follow a similar pattern. So if you've been following along with the videos, I do try and keep functionality within a specific subfolder. So for example, manage IP whitelist blacklist, all of our functionalities in that folder. We can probably collapse down a lot of those. Same thing like login there. Obviously with middleware, we still have these global middlewares that we can't get around. So we are going to create a middleware tests folder, and within here we're going to have each of our individual test files. So middleware tests, we are going to have auth.test.js, and that's the first test that we're going to do. So let's have a look here. I'll help create tests. Okay, creates a test route to test. Okay, that might be a little bit whenever AI tries to do things that are a little bit more complex, we can run into some issues. Hopefully having a test route doesn't confuse it too much. So we are going to go up one folder. We need to go up 2 folders for our models. Oh my god, I keep clicking wrong. Oh, 3 times in a row. So up 2 for models, up 2 also, sorry, for app. Mongoose, we require JWT and super test, that's fine. Alrighty. That looks okay, so let's go to test, into middleware, tests, and auth.test.js, and hit go. If we get around 70-80% of the test passing on first go, I consider that success, and then we will go from there. So okay, we have an import issue. Authenticate from it's upper file, obviously. So call that again. Okay, all of them failed. Expected 401, received 404. I need to pause, unfortunately. It's nighttime here and my kid's just woken up. I will restart in a minute. Okay, back. We have quite a few tests failing. Expected 401 and got 404s. So I'm going to just copy these and ask Claude, please okay. Yeah, makes sense. So I just couldn't find the route. So we're going to replace all of this. Actually, not all of that, because those imports we had to change before. So let's just double check. So we got request, we got JWT, Mongoose. We need to bring in Express. We've then got user, company, and we are not bringing in app because we're making our own. Authenticate, all you get, and also our error middleware, which is going to be 1 up. And then we create our Express app and replace all of this functionality. So valid token down to there, paste that. All right, let's try and run those again. All right, we got 1 failure, so that's pretty good effort. Should reject token with mismatch version. Token payload. Token version. So in our user model, sorry, in token model, token version. I have a feeling we might not be incrementing the token version, so this test fails. Like, yeah, we might not be incrementing the token version every time a user. Do we? So if we go to auth, yes. Token split decoded verify token if no user or user.token version does not equal. So here, so in our auth middleware, this remains the same, that remains the same. And this is slightly different. User, find user by ID decoded. This is also slightly different. Interrupt in a try catch block. Oh, my kid's up again. I'll be back. Okay. So one thing I noticed is using try catch blocks. So that's great. You refactored JS for us, but can you use Express SV5 approach to go ahead? Alright, so let's just compare it now. So I'll undo those changes. Alright. So authenticate, that remains the same, that remains the same. Token. Save. And then now tests. How to use copy. Save. It did fail, but hang on. It didn't have all of the same tests. Oh God. Just when you think things are going to be easy. All right, come on. Copy. Paste that in. Update where our imports are coming from. Save that. All right, let's run. We are going to get some that fail. 8 failed. Wow. These. So let's check this. So in auth, I'm just conscious that we might now be breaking some other tests. But we will see. So let's copy this. Let's place this in here. Save that. Let's run it again. Yeah. And then I think we're going to need to run our user test again as well, just to make sure. Our create and login test. Alright, we did just have one fail, which is good. Should reject token with mismatched version. So same. Okay, I need this test. Now. Reject. Should reject token with mismatched version. So actually just take that. Yeah. Paste that in there. Okay, and then this bit here. Check token version. Token, verify, JWT, yep. So this bit's changed. Save, and we'll run again. Still failed. What did we miss? It still failed for. All right. Still failed. 2 failed now. Now let's just check that let's just copy this all. Maybe there was another change that I just missed. I'll just double check. I'll run the tests again. No, they do still fail. 2 failed. Copy. Now these 2 tests. Passing middleware is causing problems. Okay. Seems like it's just guessing again. I hate it when it gets in these loops. It just doesn't really know what it's doing. And okay, so then in the test, before each, that's the same. That's the same. Token. Okay, all right. It should reject. sorry. We're replacing quite a bit there, so all that. Save, run again. Oh my god. 2 failed again. These failed again. Do you know what you are doing, or are you guessing? While it does that, I am just gonna, let me just bring over here. What I'm interested in testing is if we look here. We don't have our login test mentioned. I can't remember if all of these passed before because it's not in my thing. Okay, they all still pass, so at least we haven't bugged it up. That. Alright, I see the issue. The passing. Yeah, you already told us that. Okay. Where does it want to debug? Console log. Alright, so auth. Console log. So after test user, save, generate token, save. Okay. Wrong test. Let's try and get these console logs. Slow down. The key problem is visible. User model, token version. User model, token. Add this field with a default value of 0. Why? Oh, come on. Gonna run out of chats. You're making me think more carefully. Okay, add it. Alright, so we're going to need to check our before each. Create test user. Generate token. Sorry, valid token. Right. Let's try this again. And they will pass. Fantastic. So auth 100. Now, if we test model / model come on. Models. Okay. In our user test, I guess we're not testing email change history and everything either. Or are we? Email. What's the pass? Field email change. Yeah, we are. History. Okay. So what we're going to do is we'll come back here. We will go to ChatGPT, and we're going to say in our user model, we added a token version field. This is existing user.test.js file. Do we need to add a test for this new field? While that's thinking, what we're going to do is we're going to do company.test.js. After we take a quick look at it, company, and we're going to go token. Okay, so if we go to company, sorry, not company, token test. So we have token version. Okay, that's the only test. So in token, this is MFA token. Oh no. It is also. That's annoying. This is a much bigger piece now that I'm thinking about it. actually. It is, yeah. We're going to undo that. We're going to undo that, and we're going to fail the test. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come here, we're going to leave auth untested, and then we're going to put this in our bugs. So currently we have token version on the token model. All of our code is set up to use this token version. Same probably, or same for, it is the same for internal user. Per this Claude chat, we should have token on the user, token version on the user model. But how does that work with multiple tokens? Error, access, refresh, search. Alright, yeah, that's I think that's going to be a much bigger problem that we need to tackle. That's really annoying. Alright, let's go back here. Okay, so copy this. Let's try and get some more tests done. Paste. And we're going to do authorize. Damn, that's so annoying. I guess that's why we do testing though, so we can work these things out. So we're going to need node mocks HTTP. Let's just check. I'm not sure if we've installed that previously. Yep, we do. Node mocks. All right. All right. So here, save. Let's just check the imports. So up 1, up 2, save. Types. Forbidden error is not defined. Okay. Of course. Oh, maybe we didn't have it in. Ah. So const. Run the tests again. I think that should just be it. Sweet. They'll pass. Authorize 100% coverage. Great. So now let's do the same for this. interested to see if we can just do it in the one. Save a little bit of time. All right, so error. I'm worried because it's saying it's got a mock logger. All right, copy that. All right, save. One failed, so should handle mongoose cast error. Let's fix the middleware file. Okay, so we just change. I didn't do that. Outlet. Okay. Alrighty. That now all passes. Error middleware is at 100%, so we can tick, actually, before we move on, we've got to tick these off so we don't forget. So authorize and error middleware. Now we've got our IP detection. Okay, cool. Now, great, that works. So IP detection.test.js. GeoIP Lite. We might not have that installed. Let's just double check. GeoIP Lite. NPMI. Can't remember. Is can't remember. Dash save. Oh, capital D. Let's just do that. Thanks. So GeoIP Lite. Right, and then we got to copy, paste. Check the imports. They all look right, I think. All right. Quite a lot of tests here, and we're using mocks as well. Alright, suspicious activity error was not defined. Why is that having an issue? It is defined. Okay, a bit confused there because it is in the file. Hang on, I remember. So it might be in IP detection. Yep, so const suspicious Didn't have the import in the actual IP detection file. Again, this is AI writing code for getting things. All right, so 3 failed. So I think this is going to be database error. Suspicious activity. We might have an issue where we're not saving this. Where do we? Okay. Cool. Yeah, upset. Cool. Just making sure we don't get confused between, if you've watched my other videos, we have manage allowed IP addresses for platform admins as well as the separate whitelist, blacklist. Oh my god. I absolutely hate Claude. Why does it do that? So frustrating. All right. I just want to put this describe block in describe. Should go down to so still getting issues. Oh my god, it's so annoying. I'm conscious of getting this code written by ChatGPT just because there's some interrelated dependency. So we're not just testing this IP detection file. What we're really testing is the ability to add, like it's also testing, if something's been saved to the database. So it's a little bit more comprehensive than some of the other test files, specifically the middleware ones. So what I'm going to do is say this requires further work. Okay, so we also then have this IP whitelist. I don't even know this isn't even used. Yeah, this middleware is not being used anymore. This isn't currently being used. Need to check. So we need to check that. Rate limiter. Copy. I'm going to come to ChatGPT. Please write. So annoying. Right, they all pass. 100% coverage. Awesome, nice and easy. Rate limiter done. Alright, sanitize. So copy. Still writing. Copy. For fail. Right, the tests failed. Interesting. It's not working. So the actual sanitized code wasn't working. This is kind of good reason for doing the tests. Copy. What's it saying? So that, and then sometimes middleware. Run again. They all failed. Why is it not working? You gave me the code to fix it. What is sanitize? Mongo sanitize. Okay. So copy what I had, then sanitize.test. Let's just make sure we're getting all of that. Copy. All right. Run this. Still not going to pass. 4 failed again. All right. It's bizarre. I need to pause for a second. I'll come back and continue this video. Okay, yeah, just while away from it, just thinking about this. So the sanitize test is still failing for the same reason, and going back and forth with ChatGPT, I'm concerned it won't work. I think there might be a little bit more complexity to testing this. I don't know, it should be simple, but ChatGPT, I guess maybe we can, let's ask the preview. Let's go. Here is our, I'm interested, maybe, here is our sanitize.js file. Actually, not the whole thing, so I'd comment it out. Then we have these tests. But get these errors. Alright, let's see if ChatGPT 01 preview works a little bit better. If not, we might just this is another one to come back to try and move on to validate request, which might also cause some issues. Why have we still got manage user profile? I don't know why we have it like that. Anyway, where are we? that it? That's all we need to do for our syntax. So let's comment second and come back up here. Save that. Let's run our tests. Okay, 2 failed. Okay, I updated the day ChatGPT adds like this project capability that Claude has will be a day that I'm very happy. Just can't get enough done. Kind of what we had before. Okay. What is the best practice? Should we keep our sanitize JS file too? And update the tests to test this, or should maybe we should also ask it this. Okay. Okay, so let's go npm I mongo, sorry, express mongo. Let's install that, and then we'll uninstall mongo dash sanitize. Npm uninstall mongo and then we will update this, save, and then please Come on. All right. Let's try that again. Four fails. All right, I'm gonna leave that thinking and I'll be back in a minute. Let's check our app.js file. Yeah. What was it saying about this QS thing, QS module? I'm not really sure. It requires further work. I don't think ChatGPT's doing it. I don't know. It's so annoying. I gotta look at that too. Playing fantasy football, and a friend sent me a trade request. Validate request. Alright, look, I think, to be honest, this was meant, I've been going for, almost 2 hours now, and I just really wanted to write these tests quickly, and obviously, it's still not happening. So, I'm gonna stop the video here, and think about what else I can work on so that I'm not just bogged down writing tests. We made good progress earlier today, but yeah, clearly, we're out of messages with Claude, and yeah, what do you do?